Yeah.
Was it the Sun what won it?
Was it the Sun what won it?
When it comes to Brexit? I mean, it's an interesting New York Times article, sort of, taking a stand-back look at the role of the tabloids in British public life, which I think many people are fascinated by. Do you think newspapers play that much?
I love that
big a
article.
role?
Journalist talks up other journalists. That's what the article was. That journalists, print journalists, are still important. I tell you the problems I have with this. That it was the populist. A very popular paper in the United Kingdom, of course. First of all, whatever happened to the rise of the internet and fake news and all of these things, that we're supposed to believe? Nobody ever reads a paper. And if you read a paper, you only read the ones you already agree the views of. So I don't think it was, on this instance, the Sun what won it. You're referring to an old headline from, I think it was about 20-odd years ago, where they could swing elections. I think nowadays it's Facebook chitter-chatter which swings elections. And not only that, the interesting thing with this whole story of the newspapers and whether or not they swung it is that we've been talking year after year about this massive decline, this lack of influence. Suddenly, print journalist says, no, they're still important. They're still important. I'll tell you who swung it. I think who swung it? ISIS. Because when you look at the headlines right towards the end of it, it was Syrian refugees coming into Turkey, flooding into the EU, even though Turkey's not a member, and they'll be bringing ISIS terrorists. It was an anti-Islamic vote. You only needed 0.5% to be anti-Islamic to swing it across. I think that's what swung
that was part of it. But many people also say
it was enough.
Quite simply, it was quite simply the broken system that is the EU.
Because we're all that intellectual, aren't we?
That's what some will say.
That we would analyse it.
Yeah. Well, that's very true too.
Bye. Have a good day.